Silver just did something that has never happened in the history of modern warfare. A war broke out in the Middle East, and instead of silver going up, it crashed. That's not normal. That's not an accident. And today, I'm going to show you exactly who did it and why. You've been told your whole life, buy silver when there's a war, buy silver when there's chaos, buy silver when the world is falling apart. So you did everything right. You watched the news, you saw the conflict, you made your move. And then the price dropped. And now you're sitting there thinking, did I get played? Yes, you did. But it wasn't your fault, because the game was rigged before you even sat down at the table. What I'm about to show you isn't a conspiracy theory. It's a documented pattern. It's happened before. It's happening right now, and it will happen again. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how powerful institutions use war as cover to manipulate silver prices, who profits when silver crashes, and most importantly, what you should actually do with your money right now. Stay with me, because this is the video your bank doesn't want you to watch. Point 1. Silver's dirty little secret. It's the most manipulated market on Earth. Let's start with something most people don't know. Silver is not traded like apples or cars. Most silver that gets bought and sold every single day. It doesn't physically exist. It's paper silver, promises, digital contracts. For every 1 ounce of real silver in a vault, there are estimated to be 100 to 300 paper silver contracts floating around. Think about that like a parking lot. You have 10 parking spaces, but you've sold 300 parking tickets. As long as nobody shows up at the same time, nobody notices. But the moment there's a crisis and everyone shows up at once, the whole system collapses. And that is exactly the vulnerability that powerful players exploit during wars. Here's something almost nobody talks about. In 2020, J.P. Morgan, one of the world's biggest banks, paid over $920 million in fines for manipulating the silver and gold markets. Not alleged manipulation, admitted manipulation. They got caught, they paid the fine, and the price of silver? It kept being manipulated. Point 2. How they use war as the perfect cover. Here's how the trick works. When a war breaks out, every normal investor looks up. They buy gold, they buy silver, they buy safe havens. But the big players, the banks, the hedge funds, the institutions, they're not looking up, they're looking at you. Because they know you're about to buy, and they use that moment when everyone is distracted by fear and explosions on TV to flood the paper silver market with fake supply. Millions of paper contracts dumped in minutes. The price craters. Retail investors panic. They sell. And the big players buy all the real silver at the bottom. And before we go further, quick question for you. Drop in the comments right now. Did you buy silver before this war started? I want to know how many of you got hit by this crash, because what's coming next in this video will either make you angry or make you a lot of money, maybe both. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button right now, because we cover exactly this kind of information every week, the stuff the mainstream financial media won't touch. Okay, back to it. Point 3. The Iran war connection. Why this conflict is different. Now let's talk about the specific war happening right now and why silver reacted the way it did. When tensions with Iran escalated, markets went into chaos. Oil spiked, stocks dropped. Everyone expected silver to moon. But here's what actually happened behind the scenes. The US dollar got stronger, and silver, which is priced in dollars, gets cheaper when the dollar gets stronger. It's like a seesaw. Dollar goes up, silver goes down. But here's the part they don't tell you on the news. The dollar didn't get stronger by accident. Interest rate expectations shifted, treasury buying increased, and that was coordinated. The Iran conflict gave the perfect smokescreen. While the world watched the war, the financial system quietly repositioned itself, and silver took the hit. But here's the twist that almost nobody caught. India, one of the world's biggest silver buyers, recently made a move to challenge COMEX silver pricing. They're pushing back against the Western paper silver system. And that terrifies the institutions, because if physical demand from Asia disconnects from paper silver prices in the West, the entire manipulation game falls apart. This is why the crash had to happen now, before that disconnect becomes impossible to stop. Point 4. Who is actually buying silver right now and what they know? Here's the most important question you need to ask. When silver crashes during a war, who is on the other side of that trade? Central banks. Nations that have been quietly accumulating physical silver and gold for years. Think about what that tells you. The people who print money are using that money to buy real silver at artificially crashed prices, while retail investors panic sell. There's an old saying in finance: when the smart money is buying, the dumb money is selling. The question is, which one are you? Okay, so what do you do with all of this? First, don't panic sell physical silver. That is exactly what they want you to do. Physical silver is real. Paper silver is a promise. If you hold the real thing, you hold real power. Second, understand the timing game. These crashes during wars are historically short. In 2008, in 2020, in every major crisis, silver crashed hard and then recovered faster and harder than almost any other asset. Third, separate paper from physical in your mind. The price you see on your screen is the paper price. Real silver, silver you can hold, is trading at a premium above that price right now. That gap is the market telling you the truth.